Hi, I'm Rita. I'm here to talk to you about Holland House Cooking Wines that I totally love. What I'm going to show you is how to brine using a cooking wine. Brines, by nature, are a very salty solution. That's how the cells of the turkey or the beef absorb the liquid, which makes them juicier. That's the whole idea behind a brine. Most brines start with a very hot solution. It's a huge amount of liquid, and it takes hours and hours or a whole day to cool down. Well, I came up with an idea that I think is really cool. It's called a flavor infusion. And so what we do is I'm going to put about a half a cup of Holland House white cooking wine, half a cup or so, in a small measuring cup that is microwavable. And to that, I'm going to add some chopped rosemary. And then I'm going to put that in the microwave on high for a minute and a half, which creates our flavor infusion. And that is what is going to make this taste absolutely fabulous. One of the reasons you use Holland House cooking wine is because you're adding a wine flavor to brines. Most brines have lots of herbs and things like that, but they don't have a wonderful, delicious wine background. And that's what I think is so wonderful about this particular recipe. I'm going to brine a whole chicken. So I've already put in some of my Holland House white cooking wine, and I'm going to put the rest in a large brine container. We're using 3 bottles because we have to submerge the chicken in a lot of liquid. If it's not totally submerged, then the process of osmosis won't work throughout the whole chicken. So let's just dump these in. This is a perfect brine container, by the way, for what we're doing. And I'm adding to that a 1/3 cup of salt, and I am going to stir, stir, stir. And so you want to keep stirring and make sure the salt dissolves completely. Now, when you go to our website, which you should do to check this out, Mizkan.com, please notice the salt substitutions, because different kinds of salt, the sodium varies greatly between different kinds of kosher salt and table salt, and we want to make sure that you get this right so it tastes really good. So this is nice and hot. I just took it out of the microwave, about a minute or so in the microwave, and I'm going to put this in a bowl of ice, just like this, and it will cool very quickly in about 20 minutes or a half hour. You might stir it every now and then to help it cool down a little quicker. And then just go have yourself a glass of wine, or tend to, some other household things, or tell your husband to do it. Let's see if our brine is nice and cool. Yes. If it's cool to the finger, it's ready to put in the rest of the solution. So this is our flavor infusion with Holland House white cooking wine and rosemary. And I'm just going to mix that around. The salt has already been dissolved because we did that a little earlier. And I'm going to put my chicken in, and I'm going to try to be really good. Forget it. I'm just sticking it out with my hands. Now, the most important thing about this is that the chicken breasts are submerged, because that is the driest part of the chicken, and that's what you want the Holland House, that wonderful wine flavor, to get into. And you just cover this up, put it in the refrigerator, and you're ready to go. And when you taste this with that wonderful wine overtone, you will never do brining without Holland House again. At least I never do. So let's stick it in the fridge.